Well, it's that time again. Hearth Swarming Eve, the time where fillies and colts are playing in the snow, coming up with all sorts of creative games and activities. And then, well, there's you. Welcome to your life, Anonymous. You are a human living in a world full of colorful cartoon equines, and it's been that way for nearly 2 years now. But right now, all you care about is getting yourself warm. The middle of the winter is the most unforgiving thing about this world. While ponies have fur in addition to their winter garb, you're stuck with your bare skin and bedsheets, as the local boutique owner, Rarity, would not allow you to have simple cloth to cover yourself, and instead came up with the most artistic, decorative design pajamas you have ever laid your eyes on. Nope, not gonna wear those to bed. Mostly because of the booty she conveniently placed on them. You'd never get caught dead wearing that, thing. The only sources of heat in your house at the current time are the fireplace and the stove, neither of which are in your room, of course. And since these ponies have no idea what insulation is, you're stuck with just drywall and thin bedsheets to keep you warm during the winter. Your ears perk up when you hear a faint tapping on your window. You cock your head to the right to see Fluttershy's head bobbing up and down as she floats outside. You remember your first interactions with her. You've been doing your best to keep them suppressed, but when she comes to your house every day, it's hard. Because of said interactions, you've given her the nickname
Fucking Flutterslight.
Though you tend to have the patience to deal with her on a daily basis, as long as it's only a few minutes at a time. Since it's just the window, you sit up and walk over to it. She gets this big grin on her face, like she expects you to open it and let her in.
Huh, fuck that.
You close your curtains and then slink across the floor into the comfort of your bed once again. And then there's a knock at the door.
Anon? You've been cooped up in your house all day, and it's nearly noon. You must be freezing there all alone.
Damn, you didn't get a wink of sleep last night because of the freezing temperatures, so your patience isn't nearly as formidable as it usually is. The knocking, the infernal knocking. It rings through your eardrums with the panging sound like your grandmother's old clock that would always echo through her house every hour. Fuck it. You throw your sheets off of you and walk over to the door, still in your boxers. This cold can really just kiss your ass right now. You have other problems to focus on. You look out the door's small window and see that the snow's piled up at least 2 or 3 feet, so much that Fluttershy has to flap her wings just to stay above the snow. You grunt angrily, slamming your fist against the wall in frustration. You were planning on going out to buy some food later today. Looks like that plan's wasted. Your train of thought is interrupted when you hear a squeak come from outside, followed by a sloshing noise almost immediately after. You peek through the small window and see that a pile of snow has fallen off of your roof, covering her completely in a huge mound of white snow. The only thing you see are her eyes, and even then, they're fairly camouflaged well by the snow. Hell, if you weren't so concerned with her trying to satisfy her xenophiliac desires, you'd think it was adorable. You can't contain yourself. You let out a loud guffaw before walking away from the door, your laughs muffled by the door and the snow covering her ears. You decide that today, you weren't going to freeze your ass off, so you head over to the fireplace, lighting it and placing a few spare logs onto it every so often to warm up. Just as you start feeling the ice melting away from your shoulders, you hear a second knocking at your door.
Not now, Fluttershy. I'm not in the mood today.
Leaving me out in the cold like that? That's no way to treat a bro.
Ah, Rainbow Dash. Always coming to your rescue when you least expect it. She was the first one to find you when you arrived in this world, and she's been the closest friend you could ever imagine since. Whether it's movies, drinking cider, exercising, she's always been there for you. You never thought a girl could be such a bro to you, but she proved that theory to be completely false. You even started to replace her name, calling her Rainbro, as a testament to her broness. You quickly sprint over to the door, opening it just in time to see Fluttershy scurrying off into a nearby bush. Whenever Rainbro's with you, it seems Flutterslut tends to keep her distance. Might be because she doesn't want to destroy the friendship the two of them share, what with the elements of harmony and all that you found out about. Rainbow speeds out of the cold and into the house, and by the time you manage to close the door, she's shaking the snow off of her fur and mane and sitting up next to the fireplace warming herself. You walk over to her and grin.
Did you bring the stuff?
Fuck yeah, I brought this stuff!
You've noticed that your occasional language has rubbed off on her. That, or she's just trying to act tough to be cool around you. Either way, you don't mind. She's still your bro, after all.
So, which movie first?
She drops the saddlebag on the ground, and various movie cases spill out of it, along with a few bottles of a special brew the two of you share a like interest for. Applejack Daniels, brewed secretly by the apples themselves just for you two. You immediately go through the stash of movies she brought, picking out a high-speed action movie first and pressing it into the television. With help from yourself, the local inventor was able to come up with the first basic television set in all of Equestria. Though it's still in black and white and doesn't get a signal for anything. So you just use it for movies that you had stashed back on Earth that came with you when you arrived. The two of you proceed to crash down onto your couch and reach over for a blanket.
You want in?
You give the blanket a swift flick to spread it out flat over you, and you look over at Rainbow. She has the strangest expression on her face. A mix of embarrassment and... what's up with her wings?
No thanks. I'm fine.
You shrug. Hey, if she doesn't want in, more blanket for you then. The two of you continue to play movie after movie, chugging down bottle after bottle of Applejack Daniels. Eventually you're on what you believe is your third bottle. You lost count at 12. Rainbow's fast asleep, sprawled out on the couch, her head resting on your thigh. You smile and throw a part of the blanket over her to keep her warm. She's your bro after all. Can't let a bro go to sleep in the freezing cold. The movie marathon ends, and both of you are passed out, opened movie cases and bottles of Applejack Daniels littering the floor in a minefield-like array leading between the couch and the television set. The next day...
What happened last night?
You sit up and shake your head a bit, and immediately you feel the after effects of all of the drinks from the night before. Your head is throbbing, and you fall back down onto the cushions of the couch. At least the sun's blocked from coming in. Thanks Celestia for the snow yesterday. The clouds are blocking the deadly rays of sunlight from beaming through your window and into your face. Wait a minute. What's this soft, furry thing next to you? Oh yeah, last night. Rainbow must have fallen asleep and crashed on your couch. Well, being the bro that you are, you wouldn't want to ruin a bro's good sleep. So you simply smile and slide out the blanket, making as little a racket as possible. Well, you would, if you weren't completely shit-faced the night before. You fuck up, trip, and fall flat on your face on the cold, hard floor. So much for that plan.
Awesome night, huh, Anon?
You don't even look up, but you hold a thumbs up to her before changing it to a fist. She chuckles a bit before completing the glorious ritual of broism.
Oh, my head. Not the best way to wake up in the morning. Especially on Hearthwarming Eve.
Oh yeah, that's today, right? So, what do you have planned for today, Anon?
You think for a moment. That's right. You really didn't plan anything.
I'm snowed in, but I've got enough food to last a few days.
So, a chill-out day.
Hell yeah!
Sounds good to me. I'm gonna head into the kitchen and see what you have.
Alright, I'm gonna go head into the shower then.
She nods, a slight blush on her cheeks, but you assume it's from getting completely hammered the night before. No time to focus on that right now, though. Time to wake up for the day. You head into the bathroom, and even from here you can hear her moving stuff around in the kitchen. After stripping out of your clothes, you walk into the shower area and turn the nozzle. The feeling of time stopping and the split seconds between turning the nozzle and the water falling onto your head is always relaxing. It's wonderful that the ponies were willing to help you create a house that was almost identical to...
Holy Mother of God! Cold water! Cold water! Ah!
You let out a yelp as the water runs down your back, every pore and skin cell freezing down to the very DNA that created them. It's like Mr. Freeze just decided to drop into your water supply and fuck with you. Oh shit. She heard your yelping. The sound of clanking around in the kitchen has stopped, and you can quickly hear the rushing sound of her wings as she flies in your direction. Oh no, no, no! You have to quickly move. Water off. Clothes. Shit, they're on the other side of the bathroom!
Anonymous! Are you alright?
Her magenta eyes go wide as she sees you standing there in the middle of the bathroom looking like one of those discus thrower statues. Only you're reaching for your clothes and not throwing anything. And you're frozen in place. Her eyes are locked on only one place. The awkward silence between the two of you is almost unbearable, and you inch ever so slowly to the nearest pair of clothing.
Sorry about that. Heh.
You finally manage to grab a piece of clothing and cover your lower regions with it. A sock. Wonderful, Anonymous. Still no response from her. I mean, aside from complete shock.
Oh, sorry about walking in on you like that, Anon.
Her wings are still rigid like statues, and her face red as she tries to look away from you. She may move her head away, but her magenta-red eyes are still locked firmly on your naked form. You quickly move to grab the rest of your clothing, picking them up to have something decent covering your lower regions.
I'll just be going back to food, alright?
Crisis averted, and back to your shower. It was a lot more calming than you thought it would be, especially after the spectacle that just took place. You walk out of the shower, slipping into your pants from last night. They're not dirty, so why waste the resources getting them clean? Into the kitchen you go, where Rainbow already seems to be cooking something.
Smells good.
She smiles and turns to look at you. You don't have a shirt. Her blush instantly returns, and she mutters,
It's just toast, you know? Nothing really special about it.
You just shrug and walk over to her. She's cooking it on the stove, in a skillet. It's new to you, though you've heard of it made in similar ways. It looks like she covered the slices of bread with butter before she threw them onto it too, giving off that delicious smell. You open the cabinet and pull out 2 plates. Time to show her what you're made of.
Hey bro, pass those slices of toast over here.
She grins at you and nods, waiting just a few more seconds before taking the skillet off of the stove and flipping the slices of toast into the air. You proceed to dive through the air, plates outstretched in your hands, as you slam onto the kitchen floor face first, the 2 slices of toast landing directly onto the 2 plates. Oh yeah, you are feeling like a complete boss right now. The 2 of you sit down at the table, and Rainbow grabs a jar full of berries and tries opening it with her teeth, to no avail.
Here, let me get that. There you go.
You hand the jar to her, and she nods, pouring the contents onto both slices of toast. You smile, picking one up and taking a bite out of it. Huh, this is new. Usually you'd put jelly on your toast, but...
Oh my sweet merciful God, this is delicious.
This may very well be the best damn slice of toast you've ever had. You hold your fists in the air, and Rainbow does the same with her hoof, before the 2 of you slam them into each other, the very air around you crackling with static electricity as a lightning bolt strikes the ground outside, causing a booming thunder to shatter every piece of glass in your house. At least, that's how epic it felt like.
So yeah, sorry about walking in on you like that. I was worried that Fluttershy could have been hiding in there.
It's all good. You were just looking out for your bro, that's all.
So, you're not mad or anything?
No way. We're bros after all. It's not like you're Fluttershy or Applejack or something.
Yeah, Applejack had recently started following down the dark path of Flutterslut. Only with her, she was much more upfront about her needs, if that's the right word to use.
Yeah, I wouldn't try anything like that.
Hey, you and me, Rainbow. Bros to the end.
She nods a bit absently, but you don't notice because you're too busy relishing in this delicious concoction melting in your mouth. It's good.
Yeah, Bros to the end.